Welcome to Have You Read It, the channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Whether you're here for self-help, personal growth, or business inspiration, there's something for everyone. Today, we're diving into The Coming Wave, Technology, Power, and the 21st Century's Greatest Dilemma by Mustafa Suleyman, a pioneer in artificial intelligence, and Michael Bhaskar. This book isn't just another tech forecast, it's a wake-up call, urging us to confront the profound implications of emerging technologies, particularly artificial intelligence and synthetic biology. Suleyman, as a co-founder of DeepMind and later VP at Google, has a front-row seat to this technological revolution. He argues that these advancements, while promising unprecedented benefits, also carry existential risks. The core dilemma he presents is stark. We face a future where technological advancement could lead to either catastrophic or dystopian outcomes. This isn't a simple binary of good versus bad tech. It's a complex interplay of unintended consequences, rapid proliferation, and the erosion of existing power structures. The book opens with the image of a wave, drawing parallels to flood myths present in cultures worldwide. Suleyman uses this metaphor to describe how technologies, throughout history, have spread in waves, reshaping civilizations. From the discovery of fire to the invention of the printing press, technologies tend to become cheaper, easier to use, and ultimately proliferate far and wide. This time, however, the wave is different. It's a wave of intelligence and life itself, driven by artificial intelligence and synthetic biology. He illustrates this with personal anecdotes. In 2012 at DeepMind, Suleyman watched in awe as their AI, DQN, taught itself a clever strategy in the game Breakout. This was a glimpse into AI's potential for learning and problem-solving, sparking excitement about its future applications. Yet, later in a seminar, he was met with resistance when a presenter outlined the potential for someone to create synthetic pathogens capable of killing billions. This resistance to confronting the darker possibilities of technology, what Suleyman terms pessimism aversion, is a recurring theme in the book. Part 1, Homo Technologicus, explores the history of technology and the recurring pattern of proliferation. Suleyman emphasizes that technology's tendency to spread in waves is deeply intertwined with human history. We're not just creators of tools, we've evolved alongside them. From the earliest stone tools and the control of fire, humans have continually sought to improve their environment and abilities. Each wave of technology lays the groundwork for the next, driving a cycle of innovation and population growth. He uses the example of the internal combustion engine, tracing its journey from expensive novelty to ubiquitous presence in cars and other machinery. The key turning point was mass production, making the technology accessible and affordable. This pattern repeats itself throughout history. The printing press, electricity, telephones, they all followed a similar trajectory of rapid proliferation once the initial barriers to entry were lowered. A central question in this section is whether societies have ever successfully said no to a technology. Suleyman discusses the Ottoman Empire's attempt to ban the printing press, Japan's isolationism under the Tokugawa shogunate, and China's initial dismissal of Western technologies. These attempts ultimately failed, illustrating how difficult it is to resist the tide of technological advancement. He then raises the question of nuclear weapons, a seeming exception to this rule. While nuclear proliferation has been limited, it's not a comforting example, given the near misses and accidents that have punctuated nuclear history. This brings us to the containment problem, the challenge of controlling technology's unintended consequences. Suleyman argues that the more powerful a technology becomes, the more acute the need for containment. He advocates for an integrated approach to containment, encompassing technical safeguards, cultural values, and legal frameworks. Part 2, The Next Wave, focuses on AI and synthetic biology. Suleyman explains how these technologies, operating at the level of bits and genes, represent a phase transition in human history. We're no longer just manipulating atoms, we're engineering intelligence and life itself. He recalls the AlphaGo victory over Lee Sedol in 2016, marking a turning point for AI, demonstrating its capacity to learn complex strategies and surpass human capabilities in unexpected ways. This victory, broadcast to millions, ignited renewed interest and investment in AI. Large language models like ChatGPT and GPT-4 exemplify the rapid advancements in AI. These models can generate human-quality text, code, and even create images and music, raising both exciting possibilities and concerns about misinformation and malicious use. Suleyman introduces the concept of artificial capable intelligence to describe a stage between narrow AI and general AI, where systems can accomplish complex, multi-step tasks. He predicts that within the next 3 years, AI will achieve human-level performance across a wide range of tasks. Synthetic biology, powered by CRISPR gene editing and DNA synthesis, is the other pillar of the coming wave. The cost of DNA sequencing has plummeted, making it increasingly feasible to read, edit, and even write the code of life. This opens the door to a vast range of applications, from personalized medicine and disease treatment to biomanufacturing and even the creation of new organisms. The book highlights the potential for AI to revolutionize synthetic biology. AlphaFold, an AI developed by DeepMind, solved the long-standing protein folding problem, opening a new era in biological research. This convergence of AI and synthetic biology is creating a powerful feedback loop, accelerating advancements in both fields. Beyond AI and synthetic biology, Suleyman discusses other technologies contributing to the wider wave, including robotics, quantum computing, and new energy sources. Robotics is becoming increasingly sophisticated, moving beyond repetitive factory tasks toward more complex and autonomous actions. Quantum computing, though still nascent, promises exponential increases in computational power, with potentially transformative implications for cryptography, materials science, and drug discovery. Advances in renewable energy, including solar and fusion power, offer the potential for abundant and sustainable energy sources to power this technological revolution. The book emphasizes 4 key features of this wave that make it particularly difficult to contain: asymmetry, hyperevolution, omni-use, and autonomy. Asymmetry refers to the ability of small groups or individuals to wield significant power, as demonstrated by the Ukrainian resistance's use of drones against Russian forces. Hyperevolution is the rapid pace of technological development, making it difficult for regulations and safeguards to keep up. Omni-use means these technologies can be applied to a vast range of purposes, both beneficial and harmful, as seen in AI's potential for drug discovery and the creation of new toxins. Autonomy refers to the increasing ability of systems to operate without human oversight, raising concerns about control and unintended consequences. Part 2 concludes by examining the powerful incentives driving this wave, making it seemingly unstoppable. Geopolitical competition, exemplified by the US-China rivalry in AI, fuels investment and accelerates development. The open research ecosystem, with its emphasis on publication and knowledge sharing, facilitates the rapid dissemination of new ideas and tools. The vast financial rewards associated with technological innovation drive investment and incentivize risk-taking. Finally, human ego and the desire for recognition and legacy play a significant role in pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Part 3, States of Failure, turns to the political implications of the coming wave. Suleyman argues that the nation-state, the cornerstone of the modern political order, is ill-equipped to handle this technological revolution. The grand bargain, the state's monopoly on force in exchange for providing security and order, is fracturing. He illustrates this point with personal experiences working in government and at the Copenhagen climate negotiations, highlighting the limitations and inefficiencies of existing institutions. The book explores several fragility amplifiers, ways in which the coming wave exacerbates the challenges facing nation-states. Cyber attacks, like WannaCry and NotPetya, demonstrate the vulnerability of critical infrastructure and the potential for widespread disruption. The rise of deepfakes and AI-generated misinformation threatens to erode trust in institutions and further polarize societies. Lab leaks and accidents in synthetic biology research highlight the potential for catastrophic, unintended consequences. Finally, automation, driven by AI and robotics, threatens to displace workers and exacerbate economic inequality. The book then examines how the coming wave will reshape the distribution of power, leading to both concentrations and fragmentations. On the one hand, corporations with access to advanced AI and other technologies could amass unprecedented wealth and influence, potentially rivaling or even surpassing the power of nation-states. On the other hand, the democratization of technology could empower individuals and small groups, enabling them to operate outside traditional power structures. He uses Hezbollah as an example of a non-state actor wielding significant power and influence within a nation-state. This dynamic could lead to a more fragmented and unstable world, characterized by new forms of conflict and competition. This brings us to the heart of Suleyman's argument: the dilemma. He argues that an uncontained wave of technology could lead to catastrophic outcomes, including engineered pandemics, AI-powered cyber attacks, and even existential risks from advanced AI. However, attempts to contain the wave could lead to dystopian outcomes, such as pervasive surveillance and the erosion of civil liberties. The state, tasked with navigating this dilemma, is weakened by the very forces it seeks to control. Even a seemingly contained technology like nuclear weapons has a history of near misses and accidents, highlighting the limitations of human control. Part 4, Through the Wave, explores potential solutions to this dilemma. Suleyman emphasizes that while containment may seem impossible, it must be possible. He acknowledges the limitations of regulation, emphasizing that it alone is not sufficient to address the complex and rapidly evolving challenges of the coming wave. He proposes 10 steps toward containment, beginning with technical solutions and expanding outwards to encompass cultural shifts and global cooperation. Safety, an Apollo program for technical safety, prioritizing research and development of safeguards, security protocols, and off switches for powerful technologies. Audits, establishing mechanisms for transparency and accountability, including independent audits of AI systems and DNA synthesis, and sharing information about failures and near misses. Choke points. Identifying and controlling critical points in the technology supply chain, such as semiconductor manufacturing, to slow down development and buy time for safeguards to be implemented. Makers. Emphasizing the responsibility of technologists to build safety and ethics into their creations from the start, and encouraging critics of technology to become builders themselves. Businesses. Developing new business models that align profit with social purpose, incentivizing safety and responsible development. Governments. Strengthening the capacity of governments to understand, regulate, and manage these technologies, including investing in in-house expertise and developing appropriate regulatory frameworks. Alliances. Fostering international cooperation and agreements on the development and deployment of these technologies, including treaties on AI safety and biosecurity. Culture. Cultivating a culture of respectful failure, where mistakes are seen as learning opportunities and information is shared openly to improve safety and prevent future accidents. Movements. Empowering popular movements and citizen engagement to demand accountability and shape the direction of technological development. The narrow path. Navigating a careful balance between openness and closure, embracing the benefits of technology while mitigating its risks. Suleyman acknowledges that these 10 steps don't offer a complete solution, but rather represent a starting point for navigating the complex challenges ahead. He draws a parallel to the narrow corridor described by Acemoglu and Robinson, arguing that navigating the dilemma requires a constant balancing act between openness and control. He concludes by sketching what life might look like after the Anthropocene, a world increasingly shaped by AI and synthetic biology. This future could include personalized AI assistants, ubiquitous robots, and extended lifespans. Adapting to this world will require not just technical solutions, but also fundamental shifts in our culture, values, and institutions. Suleyman emphasizes the importance of adapting technology to human needs and values, rather than the other way around, and encourages a focus on a human-centric future where technology amplifies the best of what it means to be human. He compares the current technological revolution to the Industrial Revolution and emphasizes how, despite its negative consequences, the Industrial Revolution ultimately led to immense improvements in the quality of life. Key takeaway: the coming wave of technology is inevitable, but its impact is not predetermined. By embracing containment, a multifaceted approach to managing the risks of powerful technologies, we can navigate the narrow path between catastrophe and dystopia and shape a future where technology serves humanity. Easy to remember heuristics? Remember the 4 features driving the challenge: asymmetry, hyperevolution, omni-use, and autonomy. And recall the 3 pillars of a containment strategy: safety, culture, and alliances. Thanks for watching. Have you read it? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book dive.